Shedeur Sanders' first NFL test was a complete disaster. His next one flashed hope. Following his draft day nosedive, the famous rookie for the Cleveland Browns flopped in his debut. But in his first career start, he flashed a glimpse of why evaluators were so intrigued by him. With one throw on Sunday, Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders offered a glimpse of exactly why he was once viewed as a potential top overall pick in the NFL draft. Quickly flushed out of the pocket by the Las Vegas Raiders pass rush, Sanders rolled to his right and kept his eyes downfield. While still on the move, he then uncorked a heave that hit fellow rookie Isaiah Bond in stride for a 52-yard gain. Watching from a suite inside Allegiant Stadium, Sanders' father, NFL legend and Colorado coach Deion Sanders, couldn't hide his excitement. Shedeur Sanders' first NFL test was a complete disaster. His next one flashed hope. When Shedeur Sanders first stepped onto the NFL stage, the bright lights of Cleveland's First Energy Stadium weren't exactly kind. The expectations were enormous. After all, he wasn't just another rookie. He was a Sanders, a name that carries weight in football history. And yet, in his very first test, the reality of the league's brutal pace hit him like a freight train. The debut was messy. Passes sailed over receivers, reads seemed delayed, and the pressure of the pro game showed in every hesitation. Analysts were quick to pounce, fans groaned, and social media erupted with "told you so" takes. For Shedeur, it wasn't just a physical test, it was a mental one. One game in, and he was already learning lessons the highlight reels would never show: the speed of NFL defenses, the precision required in the pocket, and the mental toughness needed to shake off mistakes. Yet, what makes Shedeur different isn't his family name, it's his resilience. Just a week later, the Browns faced a different opponent, and this time, the narrative shifted. While it wasn't a flawless performance by any means, glimpses of promise began to shine through. Where his first outing had been riddled with misfires, this second opportunity showcased growth. Quick decisions, sharper throws, and a willingness to take calculated risks hinted at the player he could become. It wasn't the kind of game that would make headlines immediately, but for coaches and teammates, it was a quiet statement: Shedeur Sanders is learning, and learning fast. The flashes of potential reminded everyone why the Browns invested in him, and why critics might want to pause before writing him off completely. The stark contrast between his first and second tests isn't just a story of a young quarterback adjusting. It's a story of adaptation, resilience, and mental fortitude. Many rookies crumble under the pressure of their first NFL exposure, but few manage to convert early disappointment into constructive growth so quickly. Shedeur's journey is a testament to that rare combination of talent and mindset. Moreover, these two games illustrate the broader truth about transitioning from college football to the NFL. In college, reads are often simpler, windows for passes wider, and defensive schemes less complex. The NFL is a completely different chessboard, and for Shedeur, the first game was a harsh initiation. The second game, however, was where the learning clicked, where preparation met opportunity, and flashes of the future Browns leader began to emerge. For fans, the roller coaster of emotions is palpable. The first game was painful, prompting skepticism and doubt. The second game, while not perfection, offered a glimpse of hope. It's that delicate balance that makes following Shedeur Sanders so compelling. Every setback is a lesson, every improvement a tease of what's to come. If there's a takeaway from these early NFL moments, it's that Shedeur Sanders isn't just defined by his first disaster. He's defined by his response to it. One game can break a young quarterback's confidence, but Shedeur's second showing proves that growth is a process, and sometimes, hope flickers brightest after disappointment. Looking forward, the narrative is clear. Critics will continue to scrutinize, fans will continue to hope, and Shedeur Sanders will continue to face tests that challenge his skills, his nerves, and his identity as an NFL quarterback. But if the first two games are any indicator, he's learning fast, adjusting, and finding his rhythm. The journey won't be smooth, but the flashes of promise suggest that the worst moments may only serve as fuel for what could be an extraordinary career. In the end, Shedeur Sanders' early NFL experience is less about failure and more about evolution. The first test was a disaster, yes, but the second game hinted at something far more important: resilience, adaptability, and the kind of potential that could redefine his Browns tenure. For fans watching, the lesson is simple. Sometimes, you have to see a storm to appreciate the sunlight, and Shedeur Sanders has shown that the sun might just be breaking through.